In this video, we're going to talk about standing on the leash. This is the beginning of putting relaxation on cue to be able to say easy and have your dog be relaxed, right? In order to name something, you have to first be able to get it. You can't name a sit if you can't get their butt on the ground. You got to be able to get them to do the thing, and then you can put it on cue. So the beginning of conditioned relaxation is going to be just accepting that we're going to stand here and we're not going to do anything drivey or crazy. So it's the beginning of learning to control your dog pre-obedience. Later on, we'll phase this out as we do obedience. And it's the beginning of conditioned relaxation. It's a super important exercise. So how you do this is you take a 6-foot leash, you make a loop low enough that you can stand on it. If you're sitting down, you can sit your butt on the leash in the chair. But you give enough room that the dog can stand beside you comfortably. There's not downward pressure forcing them into a down. It's not a force down. You just have enough leash that if the dog stands right next to you, there's no tension on the collar. But they can't go anywhere or start to cycle up or do anything like that. And then you wait. Give it a minute. Even if they protest, even if they flip out, give it a minute. They'll lay down and chill. When I do this exercise in the beginning, I'll give about 10 minutes. So if the dog chills out immediately, I'll let them ride, just let them chill for 4, 5, 6 minutes. But if they cycle and pop back up, don't let them go on that up cycle. Wait a little bit until they cycle back down. They need about 10 minutes learning how to relax, right? If they relax within a minute or two and then stay relaxed the entire time, cool, let them go. But if they're cycling up and down of them, you've got to let them go on a down cycle or stability. You can't let them go on a cycle up. So if they're laying on their side and they sit up like this and you were literally about to release them, don't release them when they pop up. Wait for them to down-regulate again, and then you can release them. So you start this. You don't have to say a word until you know what's going on. Don't cue it until they are good at it. But even though they're cued down, when I release them, I'm going to say the word, okay, and then step off the leash and guide them out so they know they're done with it. Later on, we can put it on cue. Later on, there's tons of stuff like we talked about earlier. But that's how you're going to do it, basically. I'm going to grab a dog and let you see it. You give enough room on the leash that the dog can stand comfortably beside me, but I'm not pressuring him into a down. Any leash pressure you see is his own doing because he's pulling against it. I tack the leash, give him a minute or two. What you'll get after a minute or two is him giving this up and just lay down and relax because nothing else is going on. But it's a hugely important skill. One, it teaches them how to let go of tension. It teaches them how to let go and relax and chill out. Like right now, he stopped pulling forward. It teaches them how to let go of that kind of arousal. But two, it's a practice thing that I can use to manage my dog. Because if somebody had to come up and shake my hand right now, or I had to talk to somebody, until I have trust in his ability to make good choices, or I have obedience in the ability to take his choices away by locking him into behavior, I need to have some way that I know he's not going to go banging and running around and doing whatever. Yeah, this is what it is. Almost. Is the skill of pipes. I'll ride this out. I'm going to ignore it. And then just wait. The other training is way sexier. It's funner. It's more awesome. Throwing a ball, high flying on a spring ball. like watching a kid be grounded. It's terrible. I wonder if I'm smart enough to figure out how on the iMovie to do a time lapse, like a fast forward until he starts to lay down and then go, and here we are. And make this a 2-minute video instead of a 10-minute video.
Yeah.
Should have made a dumbass noise, but that's okay. So if we were doing a long training exercise, I would let that ride for a minute to avoid letting him go on a pop-up. See how he's cycling up and down? I'll wait till it looks stable and it's cool. And then before I move, this looks stable, this looks cool. Before I move, I'm gonna release him. And I can ride this out. I can let him enjoy this feeling, ride it out for